So I got tired of 50 Bump kicking my ass in minor factions battles.
Hehehe.
So I decided to move on over back to the normal factions and decided to pick up Carthage for this battle. So it's going to be Carthage versus Athens. And you want to talk about this matchup a little bit? What you think about how each one fits into the metagame? Like which one do you think is like a stronger faction?
Okay, yeah. I feel like Athens got better patch 9 because they don't have a whole lot of those real high tier elite units that got, I guess you could say, nerfed by having their price increase so much. I mean, they've got Hippeus Lantis, which sort of got that, but a lot of their, infantry are all mid-tier hoplites, even veteran hoplites. Um, yeah, they're all mid-tier, so they didn't get nerfed too badly. So I feel like Athens is a pretty damn good faction now, and veteran hoplites are so worth their money. They only cost like 860, 960. I'd have to check that, but yeah, they are well worth the price. But in terms of Carthage, I think actually Carthage got better too, because hoplites in general are better in this
I
patch,
agree.
just flat out.
One thing that this patch definitely did was it kind of leveled the playing field between the swords and the spear units. One, it
Yep.
made the spears better. They seem to have a higher bonus versus cavalry. They feel like they're more effective versus the heavy cav units in this game. But they also just seem more effective in terms of their killing power. And maybe there hasn't been much change in their killing power, but certainly because they didn't have their prices change very much, it seems like it's been evened out a little bit because you take like a Praetorian Guard that costs 1,300 talents, and then you take a hoplite that's like 700 talents. Well, that hoplite might end up being a more cost-effective use of your money,
Yep.
basically. And as you guys know, I've been a huge proponent of the mercenary veteran hoplites for a while. I've thought Athens was pretty good since patch 3 or 4. Now, competitively viable, I said they certainly were, but like, are you ever going to see an Athenian player beat like a Roman player or a Bactrian or Seleucid player in a tournament? Probably not. But maybe with this new patch, we'll see Athens actually truly become tourney viable. So I don't know.
Yep.
We'll
Could
see.
be. And the
Uh,
bracing bonus, actually, sorry, I just had to get this in
yeah.
there. The bracing bonus has been huge for making hoplites better as well. Just, I'm getting that out
So
there.
what did change with the bracing bonus?
Well, Cav, if you one-on-one charge a unit and they stop, they don't get just plowed over like they used to. Like, elephants will still do it, obviously, but yeah, just one-on-one with Cav. If the infantry is ready for it, and especially if you activate Phalanx or any one of those, the Cav will get in there, but they'll sort of stop and they'll actually be amongst the infantry rather than way out way past them like they used to. They just run, knock them all over, and keep on running.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know that. So I guess maybe more infantry are in the fight, and then there's this bonus versus large now, which actually I just noticed all the hoplites on the field I think have 20 bonus versus large. So yeah, they're just a lot better versus cav now. And that's good.
Yeah, I
Makes you want to
agree.
use them.
Press play on 3, 2, 1, play.
All right.
So, yeah, I do think Carthage actually got a buff as well. One thing I've noticed is Libyan infantry seem a lot better. Now, I don't know why that is. Again, it might be because of the price changes. They just seem like they're more cost effective now because they are more cost effective. But I've seen Libyan infantry actually used a lot, like since patch 9 came out, and by a lot I mean like percentage wise. Like I've seen Carthage used in like 3 of the 12 games I've played on patch 9, and the Libyan infantry really do seem to be worth their weight in gold. I mean they only cost 630 talents, I believe, and they really perform quite well for a mid tier sword.
Yeah. Well, mid-tier swords in general are doing better now, but yeah, Libyan infantry especially. I don't know what it is about them. They're just good.
They are. And one thing that you'll get to see this battle, of course, is the glory of Carthaginian African war elephants. Again, they have been increased in price dramatically. I believe they're about 1,400 talents now.
Yeah.
But they still have a lot of killing power. They still have a lot of uses on the battlefield. You're not going to see elephants go away. Patch 9 has not eliminated them from competitive play. They're still going to be a very strong unit. Um, and they still have a lot of uses, basically.
Right. This is This is an interesting battle actually, because I feel like every battle before this, I was really decisive in my movements, and this battle I was not. I thought here I was like, let's test out this bracing. So I put my guys into phalanx to see how they would do, like, because I still don't know if it's better to charge hoplites or to let them be charged. So I mean, we're gonna see how this works out for me. One of them I didn't get into phalanx actually.
Now, as you said, the bracing charge or the bracing bonus did change in patch 9, but I have always charged in my hoplites unless
Yeah.
I saw like a really high. Oh my god! Right in the face. Sorry. Unless I saw like a really high charged unit coming in, and then I would go into phalanx formation. But that very rarely happens because I've usually when you play someone, at least at higher levels of play, they're going to be smart enough to not run directly onto the top of a hoplite while they're trying to flank around it. And one thing that I kind of don't like is that the abilities, like when you go into phalanx formation, the green light goes up above their head, so it becomes obvious that you're using the formation, which I don't really like. I don't think that it's kind of dumb because it telegraphs what you're doing.
Yeah. Hey
And
guys, over here.
Like, I'm pretty sure historically that didn't actually happen. I'm pretty sure a green light didn't flash over their head when they decided to use a defensive formation. So I don't really know. Like, I don't feel like that should have been part of the game, but
Well, I feel like it's necessary for the player.
for your own, yeah, for yourself.
yeah.
But it shouldn't show up for your
Not for your
opponent.
team, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely agree. But as you can see here, my hoplites are not doing great considering they are a better unit than the Libyans. So I think probably bracing would only have the good effect when you're being charged by cav. Hold them stationary then. If it's infantry, counter charge. Just
Yeah,
flat out.
I think that's a good point. I think that, well, I know that especially against cavalry and elephants, you cannot be moving because you're, no matter if you're a spear or not, you will get destroyed by a heavy cav or an elephant charge if you're moving your guys when the charge occurs. Against infantry, it doesn't really matter though, because no infantry unit in the game except very few, like Folksmen and Thracian nobles, have like a ridiculous charge bonus. So it doesn't matter as much for the bracing, I think.
Well, yeah, I just felt pre-patch 9 you could probably counter-charge infantry against cav, and it'd be about the same as bracing, because the bracing bonus wasn't as big. But now that it is bigger, you definitely want to stay stationary.
Yeah.
You can see me targeting your elephants here with my Cretans.
Yes,
We
and
can
that
run
is
them up.
very, very smart, and you'll see them start to drop very, very quickly because, as you guys know, as their HP drops, when the skirmish units start hitting them, they're all going to start dying pretty much at the exact same time, and that's when their killing power really diminishes. It's just you see like one elephant die, and then all of a sudden they just all drop, and there's nothing you can do about it basically. They just have.
So you can see I did get flanked almost every single one of my hoplites on the front there. So they're just one by one crumbling away.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to be able to skirmish with these Cretans anymore. And yeah, I'm just going to get outflanked and slowly worn
You
down
did
here.
actually get one really good flank here, and this is what I was talking about with the formation attack. It's very strange. Like you can see the guys on the end here just stand there. They don't move back into the formation, or they don't move in to crumble in on these Carthaginian hoplites. They just kind of stay out there, not doing anything. And I think that's one of the reasons that battles are taking longer in patch 9, is because not everyone in the unit is fighting. Which now you can toggle formation attack off, and that's something that we should definitely start testing at some point relatively soon. Is whether on hoplite units and sword units it's actually beneficial to have formation attack on and off.
I think defensively, like if you're, using piked and hoplites in a defensive manner, you should have it on.
Yeah.
But if you're going to be aggressive, you're going to charge, whatever, I think you should have it off so you can deal as much damage as possible in as short a time as possible, basically.
Yeah.
But if you wanted to skirmish, actually, maybe that could be... You could use it, as I said, defensively, try and waste as much time as possible, give your skirmishers as much time to get as many kills as possible. And maybe then it'll be useful. But it would be interesting to see the bonus that they get now, being in formation versus non. I don't know how big an effect it will have.
I'm not sure. I think that, and there was one other thing that we wanted to it was Frenzy. Whether Frenzy can actually hurts your stamina a lot. I think those are two things that should definitely be tested pretty soon here.
Yep, I agree.
So
As you can see, major nations don't agree with me, so I'll stick to minor nations.
I
Oh,
guess. Yeah, I mean, seriously, he destroyed me in like 5 matches. It was not a good night of Total War for me.
yeah, I felt pretty bad about that. I'm
I don't know
sorry.
why you would feel bad about it.
Well, I hate it when you get mad at me, and I'm like,
No,
oh,
it's
sorry.
50 million. It has nothing to do about being mad with you. Don't be sad. Don't be sad when I get mad. I'm just, I'm just a vagina when it comes to losing. I'm sorry. Like it's what happens. No,
No,
like,
you're a
no,
vagina when you
it's
don't get close games.
no, yeah, it's the frustrating thing for me, especially tonight, and this is at the end of a play session, where we played like 5 or 6 games, is that like I don't mind losing if I feel like I played well and if the battle was close. In fact, I love close games where I win or lose because it when it comes down to like 1 or 2 units, it just gets really exciting, and it
It's
means that
awesome, yeah.
especially if the replay works, I can bring you guys a really exciting replay, and that's what I enjoy doing. When I play 5 or 6 battles and they all suck because I got run over in the first 2 minutes of the battle, that's frustrating. Like, I'm sorry, I'm
I'm
gonna get
sorry.
annoyed when I when that happens. So, it's definitely something I need to work on. I'm not the most gracious loser of all time. Um,
I think you do all right.
we'll see.
Oh, Cretan with 1 kill. I just noticed that.
Yeah, that's pretty
Wow.
good. But then you also had one with 126.
Yeah, that's not bad. I'll take
So,
that.
overall, I felt like what happened that battle was one. I think I did a good job neutralizing your cavalry, and I think the biggest reason for
Yes.
that was one, you didn't have a lot of it, and that's one thing you'll notice in this patch. It's a lot harder to field really good cavalry. It just costs so much. So you're going to
Yep.
be seeing those citizen cavalry. You're going to be seeing those Tarentine cavalry that you haven't seen for a long time, because the mid tier has to be used because you just don't have the money to bring
Mm.
good infantry corps and good cavalry corps with a good skirmish component. Um, and yeah, I had the 5 hoplites, which ended up doing very well for me, but
Yeah.
was able to kind of neutralize the cav there. And then the African war elephants, regardless of the fact that they cost a ton, and one of them actually only got 67 kills, I think they did enough, and that one of them got like a really powerful hammer and anvil charge off on
Yeah.
your hoplites, and that was a big deal. I think that changed the entire look of that left flank, and I think it allowed me to
And
collapse in as well.
and half of that was just basically the threat of them. I couldn't just charge my cav in there because I would have lost my cav. But in running my cav away, I opened up the rear of my guys, and you took advantage of that. So good on you.
Thank you. Yeah, elephants still, you have to respect them.
Yeah.
1,500 talents,
To be
but
feared.
and they can die very quickly, especially to javelins, especially to archers and slingers. If you focus fire them down, but definitely still to be feared for sure.
Yep. I agree.
Go Carthage, swag. Hope you guys enjoyed the replay. And thank God that replays are actually functioning because it allows me to actually
Yay!
do content on Rome 2, which I've been trying to
Amazing.
do for a long time. It just wasn't happening. So,
Yeah.
50 Bomb, you got anything else you want to say, bruh?
Nope. Nothing. Minor nations for life. Okay.
Minor Nations. See you guys.
So yeah.